power of courageousness. Courage, the ability to do something that frightens you. The ability to do something that frightens you. Power to stand in the face of fear. Power to stand in the face of pain. Power to stand in the face of grief. Imagine going through life, born and raised in church. You know the word, you study the word. God raises you up to be a minister of the gospel. I ran for quite a few years. Then you stop running. You raise all of your children. They're all now adults, living on their own, finishing college. And you and your love of your life, my husband, we are entering 26 years at this time. 26 years of a beautiful marriage. That ain't the best part. We empty nesters. So y'all already know what's going on in my house. We traveling. We reinventing ourselves. We're doing all kinds of things we couldn't do because we had 4 daughters. We living. God says, Paul, I got a new platform coming for you. So now I'm like, okay, the phone finna start ringing. I'm finna start ministering more, because he has a new platform coming for me. And then boom, I get diagnosed with breast cancer. I said, hold on now. I say, that's not the platform I was thinking you was talking about. Like, this can't be the platform. No. Nah, this is not the platform you're talking about. Can't be. I mean, look what we are. I'm Paula. I feel good. I look good. This can't be. Y'all keep running your tests. Do a blood test. I got faith right now. Right now, I got faith. So they run the test, and it comes back. Early stage 3. So now it just got real. So now fear, devastation starts to set in. Because the only experience I have with cancer is my mother, who died of 3 forms of cancer, March of 2007. Diagnosed January of 2007, and she died March of 2007. So can you imagine what I'm feeling? What my husband's feeling? What my 4 beautiful daughters are feeling? Fear, devastation. This is not the platform I thought you were talking about. So, Lord, what is this? What is this? I know the word. How many of you all have applied all of the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation to your life? Have you applied all of the scriptures? Y'all have went through all the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation and applied them all? Oh, okay, because I thought I missed something. So God comes to my husband, and thank God for a praying husband, a man of God as a husband. Quick, because if anybody knows me, you got to give me something quick. You got to give me something quick, and you got to give me the word. Because I don't just go off of blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. I don't go off of that. So God knows how to get Paula's attention. So he comes to my husband, and he says, God told me to tell you this is not as unto death. Okay, yeah, that sounded cute, but I wasn't trying to hear that. I wasn't trying to, the scripture, it wasn't doing anything for me because fear and devastation has set in. Then God said, God play too much sometimes. This is how I talk to him. I said, God, you play too much. This is not funny. He says, Deuteronomy 31, do not fear. Don't fear. I'm with you. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it's Deuteronomy 31:6. Don't fear. I'm with you. I'm going to be with you. I will not fail you. I will not. And then he begins to do things to let me know that he's there. I start chemo February of 2001, last year. Chemo. God comes to me. At this time, I'm going every 3 weeks. And those of you that have been through chemo, you know you're weak, you're nauseous. You're weak and you're nauseous. You're not in control of anything. How many of us in here like to be in control? How many of us in here are fixers? How many of us people come to you because they need help? That's who we are. That's what we do. No problem. When you get to a place where you can't fix it, your husband can't fix it. I used to go to my husband and say, here, babe, I can't do this. And give it to him. He got it. It's done. He can't fix it. I can't fix it. Kids can't fix it. Pastors can't fix it. My best friend can't nobody do nothing. Okay, well, this is new. This is me. So mind you, I'm in chemo every 3 weeks, feeling nauseous. And God says, I told y'all he played too much. He says, I want you to start PCMinistries, Paula Collins Ministries, where you go on Facebook and you do a Facebook Live every Wednesday at 7. I said, Lord, did you hear them tell me I had cancer? You know I got chemo every week, right? You know I'm doing this, right? Because you said you here. You see this? He didn't even answer. He said, PC Ministries every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And you know when God telling you something. You know when he's telling you. I'm like, Lord, come on now. Really? So guess what I do? I began PC Ministries every Wednesday at 7, where we deal with what you feel from the inside out. Every Wednesday. He says, and you won't tell a soul that you're going through chemo. I'm on Facebook every Wednesday, every week, dealing with what you feel from the inside out. We're talking about forgiveness. We're talking about healing. We're talking about everything that we deal with on the inside out. We're talking about hindrances. We're talking about generational curses. Everything we deal with from the inside out, that's my ministry, y'all. Then I get called to minister in church, and I go. My hair came out March. I started chemo February. Hair was gone March. Thank God for wigs. But I was still fabulous, hence the shirt. God graced me to not look like what I was going through. No one knew. I was still ministering. I was still preaching. I was still going and doing everything God told me to go and do. Courage, the ability to do things despite fear. The power to do things in the midst of pain, in the midst of grief. Fast forward. Chemo ended August the 6th. I'm not even a year out of chemo, y'all. I know I don't look like what I've been through. And this blonde hair is the bomb. I love it. I love it. I love it. God has a way of building us. So I move forward. Now it's October. I have a double mastectomy. October the 25th. Double mastectomy. On a Monday, October the 25th. I was asked to speak at a church that same month, months ago. And I had said yes months ago. Now I'm having a double mastectomy. I'm like, Lord, I can't go do this. Like, I just had a double mastectomy on Monday, and the date for me to speak was the following Sunday, less than a week. God said, yes, you will. You will. I'm like, Lord, how? Let me tell you what he did. I had a double mastectomy on Monday. Sent home the next day, I believe. Didn't take anything but Tylenol. Wasn't in no pain. Nowhere. Now, I don't know if anybody else has ever had one, but all I know is this is my experience. And I thought there was pain associated with having both of your girls removed. Why is there not pain? God is sovereign. He is sovereign. When I tell y'all he's showing me something all the way through this process, this is the new platform. I was supposed to be, flying to go speak and, going over here to do this and doing this, but this is the new platform. I don't know. I don't want this. Take this cup. So I'm in a pulpit preaching the following Sunday, less than a week from having a double mastectomy. And he said, you won't tell them. So I'm trying to find something to cover up and put my little drain bags you had. I found some pants. I tucked them in there and put on this little ugly cake thing trying to, conceal. And I preached. Now, I'm not a lick of pain. Not a lick of pain. When I tell you not a lick of pain, none. To this day. So as I'm ministering, God says, tell them now. I'm talking to them about how God told me to count it all joy. No, it wasn't funny when he said it. How you going to count it all joy when you're going through chemo? You're dealing with neuropathy, your hands tingling, my feet tingling right now in these shoes. You're weak, your hair gone, your self-esteem gone, your boobs gone. And I'm counting all joy when you fall in vast trials and tribulations, knowing that the trying of your faith produces patience. And I can be real, right? I wasn't trying to count it all. How do you count it all joy? Sitting in a chemo chair. At this time, I'm going every week. And I'm counting all joy. How? He showed me how. Just do it. He said, I will never leave or forsake you. And he showed me along the way that I'm with you. Something came up, something came up again, Okay, so I was a little weak back here. But as I'm walking, something came up, do that little thing again. Something else come up, bill come up. God say, VA gonna pay every bill. Say, okay, so hold on. So what you saying? You are really here. Because we all know people who have not made it through this. So now I'm getting a little bit of survivor's remorse because you're like, why me? He said, why not you? He said, I told you a new platform is coming. So now I'm in because he's done too much. He's done too much to me for me to know he's God, that he's real. See, I had to get him off the pages into my heart. See, I went years, and I'm 54 years old. I went years of reading the word. Oh, yeah, rightly divide the word. Ain't never had to apply. Didn't have to apply. So now I got to apply the word. The word that I have to apply is be not afraid. It takes power to apply the word. It takes power to apply the word when you don't have nothing else. I can't see the word. I can't feel the word. It takes power to believe on a God that you can't see. I can believe in this right here because I can lean on this. This is here. But to reach for God, to reach for something that I can't feel, it takes power to apply the word. I'm plateaued. I don't have anything else. But God has shown himself real to me. And he said, you have the power to do everything that I've called you to do. Do not be afraid. I am with you. Let patience have her perfect work. So you will be entire, lacking nothing. It takes power to apply the word. It takes power to allow God to use you. But when he tells you he will be there, he will be there. It takes courage to apply the word. It takes courage to believe the word. It takes courage to allow the word. God bless you.